Welcome to the 14th annual senior pinning ceremony presented by Seneca Renaissance. At this time, would everyone please rise as the Seneca High School Air Force Junior ROTC presents our colors.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mr. Scott Gloucester. I'm a history teacher here at Seneca High School, and they asked me to be Master of Ceremonies. Again, every year I try to come up with something witty or meaningful or something like that, and as I go along into my, 10th or 11th year that I've done this, it gets harder and harder. But I think I might have come up with something tonight that kind of captures the mood of this evening. And I look through the internet and I try to find things about journeys and family and ceremony and tradition. And I found one today on journeys about driving, and I kind of going to put my own spin on it, because tonight's kind of like if you're driving in a car, and when the seniors here were little, mom and dad always did the driving. Mom or dad or your guardian or your grandparents or whomever drove you wherever you needed to go. And as hectic as that made their lives, whether it was to baseball games or football games or band practice or instrument lessons or whatever it was they had to drive you to and juggle their lives to get you to where you needed to be. As a parent and as parents out there, I'm sure it was very pleasurable each and every time. Well, maybe not each and every one, but most times it was very pleasurable to take you to somewhere that you wanted to be. And eventually you get older and you get friends that drive, and you don't need us anymore as much, and it's hard for us. And I want you guys and girls who are seniors this year to remember those times when your parents did all those things for you. And now they kind of have to turn over the keys, if you will, to that car. And we do it very reluctantly. I'll be very honest with you, as a parent who had a daughter just 5 years ago, and it seems like yesterday, who sat out there. It's hard for we parents to turn those keys over, yet we know it's almost time for you guys to graduate high school in June of 2018 and move off to whatever you move off to, whether it be college or the military or a job or whatever it might be, and start to make your own way in life. And it's like we want the keys back as parents. So tonight, senior class, I want you, when you put these pins and give these pins to your parents and say your pledges, to remember all the times when you weren't able to drive or to lead the journey. That as you move forward and you go on your journey, wherever it may take you, don't ever forget the people that took you to those things that you had to go to, and set the pathways of which you are now going to walk down, whether it be to college or a job or somewhere else. And just thank them tonight for all the many, many things they've done for you. And parents, look at your child tonight and realize that you have raised some unbelievable students and unbelievable people. It is truly an honor to work at Seneca High School, not just for the faculty and staff and administration, but because of your children. They are an incredible bunch of young people, from the talents of our singers to our musicians to our ROTC to everything we have here at Seneca High School. The opportunities that the young people have at Seneca High School, and I will say this, are unmatched, in my opinion, than any other school, in any other district, in any other state, in any other country, of what your young people can get here at Seneca High School. So seniors, enjoy what is the first trip on your last journey of your high school career this year. And there'll be other stops along this journey this year. You'll have senior trip, you'll have dance, the homecoming dance. You'll have the prom, and then finally you'll have graduation. Enjoy each and every minute. Savor each and every minute. And thank your parents and tell them you love them every opportunity you get. At this time, I would like to bring up our principal, the leader of Seneca High School, Mr. Jeff Spector.
Good evening. Let me begin by introducing a couple of very special guests. We have two of our Board of Education members here with us tonight. We have the President of our Board of Education from Southampton, Mrs. Linda Eckenhoff. And Board of Education member from Woodland Township, Cookie Eslow. So Senior Pin and I break the first rule of speeches, which is to keep it short, because I give two speeches. One's unscripted and one's scripted. And I do that because I really like my scripted speech, so I'll save that for last. And the first part of my speech is really a story about a group of seniors who 4 years ago came to see me in the summertime. They scheduled an appointment, and I usually have an open door, and students don't normally schedule appointments. And they said, "Mr. Spector, we need your help." And I said, "What can I do for you?" And they said, "We need something else to do on the night of the prom, but go to the shore." I said, "Okay, let's think about what we can do." And we came up with an idea called Prom House 110 Carranza. And it's a post-prom event that we host right here at Seneca High School. And the first year we did it, we said, we're going to have it if we have one student, or we have 100 students, or we have all of the students. And we went out and we started soliciting donations. The biggest of those donations is a car from Medford Ford. They will be donating a car again for the 4th year this year. And we know that that's why the kids come and don't go to the shore. They'd rather win a car than go to the shore. We're well aware. But we also give out about $15,000 worth of prizes. What's really unique about that is those prizes and awards come from community members and our clubs and our teams, because we believe the message is, we know you want to be safe, and we're going to give you that opportunity. And so we got those donations, and you're going to get a letter from me asking for it. It's a long letter. It's really good. I promise you, read it. It took me a long time to write, soliciting those donations. So there's a couple of things that you can do. One is you can donate. We take anything. And we spend a good hour giving out the prizes, so you see that. The other thing is high school students cannot get a house at the shore on their own. They can't sign the paperwork, which means the adults in the room, the older adults, not the young adults, are signing the papers. So we encourage you not to do that. So look to that for that paperwork. We get about 80 to 90%. Last year we had 91% of our seniors attend. And so we look forward to seeing and having another successful event. Again, we have a lot of activities and things that we do, and our student council here runs that event, and they actually have won awards for that event, so we're really proud of it. That's speech number one. Now my more scripted one. Tonight's celebration is sponsored by our Renaissance Club. Renaissance is a national organization that's goal is to add an extra excitement for academics. Throughout the year, our Renaissance Club sponsors activities that honor students and recognizes the efforts of teachers and parents. So I want to recognize the club. You see the students around here and their advisors, Mrs. Mikowski, Mrs. Langen, and Ms. Myers. They're out there somewhere. Please join me in giving them a round of applause. The intention of tonight's pinning ceremony is to have our parents and our seniors publicly declare their love and support for one another. Parents will promise to guide their children and to be role models, and our seniors will pledge to honor the trust and faith placed in them by their families. This public commitment offers us a chance to reconnect with loved ones in the midst of our hectic lives. What a great idea. I think most of us here tonight would say, we know we love and support one another, but sometimes it just needs to be said out loud and in public. To our seniors, in a few short months, your lives are going to change. Many of you will go off to school, and all of you will step on the path towards independence. As parents, teachers, and administrators, we hope that when you go away, you're ready to go. We hope we have given you all the tools you need to navigate that path. So, listen to your parents. Listen with an open heart and an open mind to those who love you most. Hear in the words the message they are really trying to send to you. It's their chance to say how much they love you and that they really only want the best for you. At Seneca, we believe that high school works at its best when there's a special collaboration between students, parents, teachers, and administrators. There is no better example of that than tonight's senior pinning ceremony. So tonight, as we recognize the true meaning of family and celebrate its virtues, I hope you appreciate the great people who surround you. I hope you know how much you are loved, even when it's not said out loud. Thanks, and enjoy the evening.
Our next speaker is our keynote speaker of the evening. Business teacher, mother, wife, friend, colleague, coach, loved by every student that has her. And I've known her when she was Lori. She is truly a remarkable individual and has the brightest smile 99.9% of the time. And so it is with great pleasure that I introduce to you our keynote speaker, Mrs. Grace McCloskey.
It's hard to follow that one. But I really feel this was an honor to be asked to speak here tonight. In fact, my daughter just found out a couple minutes ago. So she heads out. Somebody stop her at the door. As the final year of our students' high school journey begins, we have this moment to reflect, knowing further change is upon us all. We can worry about the bumps in the road and unknowns, but I'm here to remind you, worry will not make the positive difference we hope for. Our support and our love for all our children here tonight will result in that hopeful outcome. If we look back, we can see how our worry didn't change anything, but our encouragement did. The encouragement to place their feet in the chilly water for the first time down the shore, the reassurance that they would be fine this first day in kindergarten, the comfort in knowing you would make the boo-boo all better just with a kiss. We try to teach them not to be the underdog, but to stand up for them, to not take injustice, but to right those wrongs using intellect, not brawn, and remember, someone else's cowardice isn't to be judged, but to be learned from. We hope we've taught them a parent's love has no boundaries, limits, or conditions, and that they know their own safety and happiness is most paramount to us. We promised them that we would be there to pick them up after practice, even though some of us were a little late. More than once, I asked a friend to grab my kid. But this was just one way that we all supported each other in this crazy, crazy childbearing years. All this rearing, we needed each other. We inspired them to try harder, whether with a reward or praise. Convinced them that the meanness in another was not about them, but about someone else's sadness, so try to be sympathetic. And as a reminder from the Dalai Lama, be kind whenever possible. It is always possible. We held them the first time there was a broken heart, a broken bone, and broken ego. We stood behind them in the mirror, looking at them in awe, thankful for the blessings they've brought to our lives. Remembering the bike rides, the family trips, the moments at dinner when you looked across that table at the miracle they are. We've spent our lives there for our children because that's what we do. Through the great times, the tough times, the sad times, and the joyful times. But thankfully, it doesn't end here. When we were blessed to become parents, remember, we asked for this, all of this. Tonight, we pledge to continue our commitment of parenthood. Let us remember it is an honor, and with that honor comes responsibility. The responsibility to continue to support them and those around them in order to deliver them, everyone here in this time and place that we call community, to deliver them to a better world, a more compassionate society, where they all can be successful, feel loved, and flourish. Thank you.
All right, at this time, can we please have the Renaissance President, Ryan McLaughlin, and his parents come to the podium? Would everyone... Yeah, look, that's for Ryan, by the way, Rich. Would everyone please stand and turn to the Parents' Creed in your program?
Thank you, sir. I'm just going to go with this one. Parents, please read the Parents' Creed along with us. I believe in the sanctity of the family and the worth of each of its members. I believe in the obligation each of us has to others in the family. I believe that each of us shares in the joys of our individual achievements. I believe that each of us must accept responsibility for our own shortcomings. I believe that each of us has a responsibility to ensure that we are the best that we can be. I believe that we as parents must set the example for others to follow. I believe that we are all members of a greater family and as such have a responsibility to contribute to society and our fellow man for the good of all of us. Now Ryan will lead your children in the Seniors' Creed. You got it, right? You're such a smart kid.
Seniors, please read the Seniors' Creed along with me. I believe that my family will support me in all that I do. I believe that it is important for me to demonstrate my appreciation toward my family. I believe that my family will always be there for me in times of need. I believe in the worth and sanctity of myself and the importance of treating my body with respect. I believe in the importance of helping my fellow man. I believe that I have the capability to do anything I put my mind to doing. I believe in myself.
Thank you. Well done. Could we please have the senior class president, Mr. Mark Otto, and his parents come to the podium to lead you in the pinning pledge?
Seniors, please read the pinning pledge along with me. I accept this pin with pride. Wherever I go, I will remember the love, pride, and dignity with which it is given. I will continue to respect and honor my family, my classmates, and my community. Congratulations, parents and seniors. Now please exchange pins. Parents will wear the bronze pins, and seniors will wear the white pins. I wear the white one.
You wear the white. I'll put that on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to wear that pen.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Seneca Renaissance, I'd like to thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedule to come here tonight. To the students, I'd like to thank you for coming back as well after a long day at school. And remember, the bell's at 7:30 in the morning, not 7:35. So please go home and go to bed now. No. Make sure you get your homework done. In all seriousness, thank you all very much. Everybody has hectic lives, and if you have more than one child, which many of us do. Those of you that have one child, it's not really like having a child anyway, it's only one. Those of you that have 3 or 4, what the heck were you thinking? No. Anyway, but thank you for taking the time out of your very busy schedule to come to this important event and to support your children. And remember what I told you, seniors, thank your parents, probably more often than you do, and tell them you love them from both aspects, because the family bond in your family, in our community, in this high school, will continue on for many, many years. To the seniors, enjoy your last year. We wish you all the best of luck. To the parents, good luck with these kids. There are refreshments served in the cafeteria. Thanks, everyone, for coming, and have a great evening. Oh, wait. Time out. I forgot. Seniors, you are to wear these pins that you received tonight to graduation, on your graduation gown. So please do not go home and throw them in a drawer, and if you do, wear them at graduation. Thank you, and have a great evening.